Hello, fellow watchers and enjoyers. Ash and Piggy here from Watching Walford to bring you yet another edition of Watching Walford 2023. It's episode number 39, and today's episodes are going to cover the biggest storylines and takeaways from week 39 of EastEnders, all the episodes from the 25th of September, all the way to the 28th. So, what happened in this week's episodes? Well, Reese and Sonia's IVF continues. Fucking hell, Reese, you little weirdo. Love you, mate, but fucking hell.
You're calling him a weirdo when yet there's someone plastering Stacey's OnlyFans photos on the square.
Not the weirdest person. Theo sends Stacey's lewd around and just starts causing shit.
I love
I'm not doing anything, guys. Yeah.
Stacey, have you ever got a message from Bradley Branning? Oh, wait, he's dead.
Like, what the fuck? Honestly, man.
He reminded me of, like, again, me and Ash always talk about it, but he reminded me of my favourite heel currently in wrestling, Christian Cage. He basically used the, your boyfriend is dead, lol. He was fucking with everyone. I know we're supposed to hate him, but I'm low-key loving him because he's just fucking up the program.
He is being very chaotic, I would say. Then we have Suki learns Nugget is safe as Ravi's on the warpath. That little top knot he has. I get that it's supposed to be all shitty because he's all stressed and worried about his kid, but he does look like he has a doorknob on his head. Like, Ravi, just wear the hair down, big man. Just wear it down.
They don't want him to.
Yeah, they don't want him to. But look at, just imagine. Oh,
just check his
that luscious hair. Whoa. And finally, Cindy shows her true colours. George and Cindy have a kiss.
Well,
but is it all it's supposed to be? Find out at the end of the podcast. But yeah, those are the storylines we're going to be covering, but as is a podcast tradition, let's spend the next 10-15 minutes talking about the most important thing on this channel. It's fucking us. It's all us. It's all about us. So, give us, like, if you want to just see what the EastEnders is, just skip like 10-15 minutes or something, We'll get there eventually, but Piggy, how you doing, mate? How's your week been?
It's been good. Obviously, we hit 200 subscribers, so I got a lovely toffee slice of cake.
That's one hell of a fucking slice, mate.
Got in Euro's Bar, or in the UK it's just known as Bar, because you can't really have a shop called Euro's Bar in the UK because they use fucking pound. Yeah. Well, you can call it Pound Star, but that sounds like a porn star, so I wouldn't call it Pound Star.
Yeah, the optics are calling it Pound Star ain't really that good. Or Pound Star.
Look, where you go? I'm going to Pound Spar. Doesn't work. But I also just quickly want to say, got these two figures. I was fucking Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. Just fucking hit them off the Wallace and Gromit playset. Just got them. Had fun with them. I was doing I was posing wrestling moves with them because for people who know, I like posing figures. Yeah. I'm not the greatest poser. Yeah, and if you want to really,
I'm the best poser, me. Posers mentally sane all day.
But if you want a really good wrestling photographer, go check out NDG. I don't know his actual last hashtag, but he posts a lot of wrestling photography every Friday. It's mental. I believe he's doing one this week on Brian Pillman and Goldust. When Goldust wanted to shag his wife. I don't know why he did.
Reasonable.
But yeah, and then the worst thing I heard about that storyline is the fact that literally the night after Brian Pillman died, Vince McMahon got his wife to do so how's your thoughts on your husband dying? I'm like, she's a grieving widow, you wanker.
It's not day after.
Yeah, it'd be literally. It was one of the worst things. It wasn't the worst thing that happened in the Attitude Era. A guy literally died in the ring, and I went, well, you did pay to see tickets to see the show, so here's Steve Austin. Not the worst thing he's done, but that is one of the worst things. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. I've also been doing good. Glad we hit 200, 200 subscribers. Let's go. 300 more to 500, and then 500 more to 1,000. We won't hit 1,000 until 2025.
It might take a while, but I mean, it took us 7 months to get to 100 and about 2 to get to 200. Yeah, trajectory's pretty right, lads. It's pretty right. I think I'll manage.
The biggest project we've ever worked on. Well, except for your Twitch. Your Twitch is like 600.
Yeah, but Twitch is a bit different. If you just exist for long enough, people will follow you on Twitch. I mean, I did spend like 5 years doing it, so it was inevitable,
you still
right?
Do it.
Occasionally, when I have the time. Oh.
But yeah, I've been doing good. My week's been good. Obviously, it's autumn now, and I've got my best turtleneck on, and
got my best cardigan.
Yeah, we've both got cups of tea. You know,
I got a coffee, mate.
Oh, you've got a coffee.
We're recording this podcast slightly later in the evening, so like my eyes are watering because I'm tired. I'm gonna be absolutely wired for this one.
I've got a
I will be fucking bouncing, just fucking bouncing off the walls. I'm in the box. Let me out the box.
I've just got a tea and a frozen cola. Well, the end of a frozen cola.
I wouldn't really mix them personally, but
you know what? I've got a cake here as well.
Bloody hell.
You know, get a brain freeze and then get a sweet tooth. It'd be fine. But yeah, my week's just been good. It's been all right. Been chilling. It's my first official week on the job of watching Walford. Sounds crazy, but I call it my official job because technically, since Ash has now left or quit his job, depending on who you ask. If you ask his boss man, he got fired. If you ask Ash, he left. So it just depends on who you ask. And if you ask his granny, she'll go. So sorry to make that joke.
Fuck, it's only been dead a month, like.
Look, you can make one about my nanny. It's fine.
It's all right.
Sorry, Ash. I'm sorry.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah. So yeah. Technically, it's our first week on the job. I've offended Ash now, so I'm going to be fired. And it's Ash's. You better joke about my nanny. Fuck you.
Yeah,
look, I need to wait a month.
Yeah, that is true. It's been the first week properly working on watching Walford. If you can't tell, there's suddenly been a whole lot more videos coming out. We're almost releasing them we're releasing them pretty much on a daily schedule, just as like how many videos we're gonna actually pump out in this period of time. It's been fucking wild, honestly. I'm very proud of what we've been doing, and it's nice to have it reflected in the numbers, and nice to see it reflected in the amount of people commenting. Like, that's been so fucking nice to see. Like, 7 months, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Maybe occasionally one person goes, oh yes, this. Absolute dead air.
The spam bots.
Yeah, the spam bots as well. But like now we're at a point where people are talking, we're doing videos about actual like cool EastEnders conversation points. I'm just like, yes, this is where we're supposed to be. You know, now I get to talk more about Hollyoaks. Haven't really talked much about Coronation Street on the channel. I would like to. It's just Coronation Street's kind of at that dodgy point where I like a lot of Coronation Street, but ultimately there are some aspects of the show that make me go, I mean, when you're also covering EastEnders on a weekly basis and, like, also standing Hollyoaks, like, one soap's going to be left in the mud, and I already ditched Emmerdale last year. So, yeah. It's been a bit of an adjustment, bit weird. It's a bit weird to just be doing this fairly full-time. It's been weird adjusting to the general hours and stuff. It's like, all right, what do we got? When are we going to do it? How are we going to do it? So now, it'll take a bit of a while to like actually get used to it. Because, you know, at this point, I now need to go, all right, what is reasonable for me to do? What is not reasonable for me to do? And how the fuck are we going to do it? But it's been pretty positive so far.
Didn't someone shout us out on like a fucking chat in a description on a video?
Danny May shouted us out on their YouTube channel. They upload a bunch of soap clips, and they went, "Hey, go follow this, go subscribe to this channel. They're a really rare channel." And I'm like, thank you, really gracious. They commented on a bunch of our videos as well. Like,
didn't he spoil the Hollyoaks ending, or is that someone else?
No, that was someone else.
Oh, sorry, Danny.
But yeah, just, Danny just always just giving nice comments, just like Ricky. We get a nice little crew. Like I said, it was always the idea to be able to just talk about whatever shit I liked in soap. And now I get to do that and have people respond to it. Fucking lovely. But yeah, also it was just generally went to a funeral this week. Bit of a steep thing. Didn't quite cry. I was close. We sang "You Raised Me Up" in the at the fucking place, which usually I'd be like, "Ah, jeez, it's such a cheesy song." But in the moment, I was just like, "Fucking hell, man! Fucking hell!"
No, see, you see, the problem is, right? They were singing "Raise Me Up." I was just imagining like your nanny's brothers or family members just grabbing the coffin, going, "You raise me up," raising the coffin up, like, "Oh, hey, oh, hey." But like, sorry, but that's what my brain's just been completely different. But like, not as bad as my idea I wanted for my nanny. The one thing that made me buckle for my nanny's funeral was my nanny's favourite song when she had dementia was "Fields of Athenry." She would quote it. So we played the "Fields of Athenry" and man played on the bagpipes. And I was like, could you imagine getting the man playing Green Day song on the fucking accordion?
Fucking hell.
Like, he'd be fucking... Or get him to play a very heavy drum song.
Do you have the time? Hey, as he's got all the like jingle, he's got like the cymbals on his left foot, he's got like the triangle on his right foot. Do you have the time? Hey, ding! It's fucking
to listen to me why.
Absolutely nailing it. But yeah, so it's been a weird adjustment week, but the week's ended with me generally feeling quite comfortable where I'm at, and that's pretty ideal because me leaving my workplace wasn't exactly a very planned thing. And, I am very on the record of being very openly autistic. So that very sudden change and the amount of, like, surprise feelings that I wasn't ready to deal with at that time. Any adjustment's been quite difficult. But, if I'm ever in a position where I am genuinely just like, man, this is shit. Like, something's gone really wrong. Because ultimately, what am I doing? I'm talking about fucking soaps. I've been a massive soap fan for like 6 years at least now. Like, I'm fucking chilling here.
That egg was nice. I still have a bit left, but I will give you a bit, but you're in England. Yeah, I'm not really a soap fan, but no one else is going to do this with Ash. So
exactly.
I'll do it. Because our best friends later, we went to her or them. I don't know the pronouns. If we went to them, do you want to watch soap with us? They go, fuck off. And like, all right. So I was like, Ash was sitting there like he had a list of friends. He went through all his friends, and then he went to Piggy, and then I just went, oh look, do you want to start a YouTube channel? Yeah, let's go. Oh, someone said it. I didn't have to say it.
Yeah, someone needed to come to me to give me the confidence to actually do this sort of thing. So yeah,
but we were like two oiled up virgins at the start. We were like two power bottoms having sex. You go in, no, you go in, no, you go in, no, you go in.
I don't want to have sex with you. I want you to have sex with me.
No. I would have sex with you. No. It's the other way around. And we're like, no. You go through the tunnel. No, you go through the tunnel. Just go fucking through the tunnel. And then we slowly got more and more comfortable doing it, and then
exactly
now we make dead jokes about our family members because it's funny.
Yes.
Well, like the worst thing I nearly did to my granny's dead body was set her on fire. So
reasonable.
It's not my fault. They put the candle too close to the coffin, and I've long hair. So my hair just went over the candle and just boom. So I nearly set her clothes on fire. So. You could say she nearly had a Viking funeral, save it down the river.
Yeah, no, and I suppose I would...
Just a quick question. Wouldn't a coffin, right, if you pushed it in a river, wouldn't it sink or would it float?
It would definitely sink. Coffins are very dense. They're very heavy.
Unless you put, like, concrete blocks in it.
It would. I don't think it would always sink unless a lot of water kind of got stuck in, like, Unless a lot of water went in, but I think it would just sink. Unless you had something slightly buoyant in there, you know.
Ah.
I mean, I don't know. Some more
A
reason
fucking
dancer there.
tractor.
Fucking hell. Yeah, and I suppose our general plans for the channel over this next year, we have delayed our moving plans as such. But it's mostly just to go, look, let's work. No, we've never had the chance to do this channel full time till now. So now that we have the chance to do it, and in the last month we've grown more than we have in the last, year, let's work on this very heavily, work on this properly, and see how far it gets us. So, yes, we will be doing more videos. Yes, you will probably get very sick of us. But ultimately, well, it's a bit of a daily schedule, so fuck it. There's so much cool stuff we could talk about in the soap world. May as well fucking spend the time to do it. Any of the Hollyoaks fans who are waiting for my take on I don't know why I'm saying this now. It's coming out on Sunday. But as of recording this on the Thursday evening, my thoughts on the Hollyoaks are coming out tomorrow. At least there should be. But ultimately, that doesn't matter, because if you wanted to see it, you've already fucking seen it. But yeah, is there anything else we need to really address before we go forward and actually talk about what we're supposed to talk about, that being EastEnders, and not self-indulgently talking about us?
No, I just want people to know that I do read your comments. Like the minute someone mentioned K-pop stands, because obviously we get emails saying Jeremy has commented, "You're a bollocks." Obviously, I can see them comments because I'm logged into the Piggy Ash account on my phone. So the minute I seen the K-pop stands, I just went, you've awoken me now. You rarely get a Piggy comment, but you fucking awoken me. Went, yeah, them waifus and weebs.
Yeah,
baby.
all them weebs. But yeah, I suppose the main thing is just thank you for all the comments and shit. It is very lovely. It's very wholesome. It's exactly what I mentally set out this channel to do. Didn't ever think we'd get here. So thank you for joining us on the journey to carry on forward, get more subs, get more people, get more conversations. Because ultimately, I'm not trying to toot our own horn here, because I don't necessarily believe that. I think a lot of what we do is quite good, but I'm not going to say we are the best fucking soap channel. But simply saying, not a lot of soap channels actually upload videos talking about the soaps. It's usually just, here's the soap clip of Stephen killing Terry, one of them. But there's not a lot of content actually theorizing about the stuff and speculating and just making some fucking, almost punditry, being a talking head. So, ultimately, if more people decide, fuck it, I want to do this, fucking come on the ride, you bastards.
My one gift I want to do this year, but we're a very small channel, so I don't think it'll happen. But I really want to see, can I get Talking Walford Soap Study and what's the other guy? Not Talking Walford Weekly on, and in a Discord call, and we all sit around with our cameras on if they feel comfortable, or just a profile picture, and we all theorize who dies at Christmas. Because I think it would be a lovely Christmas gift to do that. To show that we're not all it's not like we're all in a separate universe.
Yes.
And we only go, your channel is shit, and then they go, yeah, but you're a little bollocks. I want to establish that we are open to collabing with anyone.
Yeah, we are all.
Now, anyone who's not political now. If you're except if Ben Shapiro goes, oh guys, can I please come on your channel? I'd be like, no Ben Shapiro, you cannot.
But yeah, ultimately,
he's staying off there.
If people can come into this space and give their thoughts on stuff too, it's always really fun to see. It's fun to see all these channels popping up talking about theories about what's happening at Christmas. It's great fun, because this is what we're here for. You watch this soap on a daily basis. You get teased with shit that you're going to see in the future. You get excited about the shit you're going to see in the future. And then we talk about the shit that you're going to see in the future. It's a cycle. There's more content that's out there that should be actually seen, rather than just fucking, here is the clip of the soap. That was fun sound. Love that one. Here's some spoilers. Put some spice on it, lads.
Obviously, we're going to just do what Cop does, and in about 5 years, we're going to get AI versions of ourselves, and they're going to have lovely conversations. But
Isn't the
again, if
AI
I
dead?
can just speak on what?
The AI's dead, mate.
How do you know?
There's a Twitter thing about it.
Yeah, no, but he ended it to make a new one.
Oh.
So he basically described it. He basically clickbaited everyone and went, "I'm killing the AI, but I'm improving it."
I'm
So
bringing it
the AI
back.
AI will no longer be. The AI will no longer be. Hello, my name is Steve. Welcome to the channel. We are playing Wallace and Gromit's Great Adventure Out. That's it.
Bang.
And then he awkwardly goes, "Wallace is like a trans woman in sports." And you're like, "Oh Jesus, no!"
AI, stop, push the button.
It just becomes very controversial.
But yeah, what were you saying before the AI stuff?
Like that's basically what it is. But if I can give my thoughts on the spoiler channels, I just think the spoiler channels, like, I love them, but I don't want to hear an AI lady going, "Tonight on EastEnders."
Nish has gotten angry at Suki as Ravi is in bits. Yeah, like, let's just... I appreciate that there's a purpose, you know, some people don't want to fucking click through spoilers. I don't give a shit about spoiler images. But, you know, like, let's just have some fun with it. We are a very wide and diverse community in the Soapland. You know, let's just all share each other's thoughts, ultimately. But yeah, before we waffle on for too long, and people say, "What's my blood waffling about?" Let's not waffle any longer. Let's stomp this waffle. Let's put it in the past. Let's put it behind us. Down the sink. Down the drain. What are we talking about first? That is Reese and Sonia's IVF continues. This is more of the, like, comedy stuff. That's IVG, that's IVF. Reese and Sonia's pregnancy is an issue that is interesting to have to show what IVF and that process may be like. But also, there's a lot of comedy in it. It's Reese and Sonia. You can't really do it super seriously. I essentially wrote, it's a couple of comedy scenes, and essentially, but the main points are, conception is quite low for this sort of treatment, you know. It can go up to around 40%, but that may be after a couple of cycles. But you also need a fuck ton of money to actually get through it. Which is kind of a funny little thing. But there we are. Sorry, I got distracted by another bloody YouTube comment. You bloody stop spamming us, lad. Stop spamming us. And this then starts to get very weird, because we then cut to Reese, who's seeing Debbie, and he's taking the wedding ring off of her finger. Reese has went, "Oh, fuck, that's a lot of money. Well, sorry, Debs." Whoop. What are you doing, Reese? Stop stealing from your wife that can't do anything, please. Please, I can. What are we doing here? I'm a big Reese fan. I love Reese. He's our little puppy. We love him. But why is he being such a dodgy little cretin? Oh, fucking hell. What are you reckon about this, Piggy? What are you thinking about Reese just fucking stealing from his wife?
Sorry to just bring this up, but it's very laggy on my end, so I'm hearing it, but it's just turning robotic, so it's probably me, but
yeah, it's a bit of A, bit of B. There's some lag, there's some not. We'll get through it.
It's on both. There's nothing we can do. It's autumn, baby. Yeah. I just love Ash's webcam for me because it just goes. I love it.
Yeah, the Reese. What do you reckon about Reese and stealing from his wife?
But yeah, why is he stealing from his dead wife? He's an unconscious wife. Yeah, why is he stealing from his dead wife? That's my question.
Well, because she has money that he doesn't have. Fucking hell. We're back.
This is one of the. I don't know what the fuck's happening. Maybe I might need to reset my PC, but So my thoughts on Reese. Oh, if you put the microphone a bit closer, my thoughts on Reese is the fact that why is he stealing from his dead wife? Well, not well unconscious wife. Why are you stealing from her, mate? Why?
It's easier than stealing fucking sweets from a child.
Yeah, but still, it's
Why
your wife.
Are you stealing from your wife?
She is still your wife, no matter if she's nearly dead or not.
Like, I don't understand. Like, they're either setting up for a very unhappy ending where, you know, they don't get pregnant, Reese is, like, cracking into all the money that isn't really his and he shouldn't be allowed to have. And, you know, Sonia finds out and goes, look, this is fucked up. You're going to pay every penny back. And then Reese is like, oh, I'm sorry, I just really wanted a child. Yeah, because, you know, some people do some crazy shit to get what they want. And this could be another example of, like, the soap selfishness. But, or does Debbie somehow, like, come back and, like, I want to say rise, but I don't really know what the terminology is. Like, does she regain consciousness and just goes, oh, ain't this like housewife and kids really cute? I don't know, like, this Reese stuff is really confusing. Because it's like, oh, it's wholesome, it's funny, it's Sonia and Reese. Why is he stealing from practically a dead woman, for fuck's sake? It's what does me in so much. It's supposed to be the comic relief, lads.
He is supposed to be the comic relief, but for some reason, why is he, again, the question is not why is he stealing, it's how? How is he stealing from her?
Like, the fact he was pulling the fucking... Like, you had to not hack into her shit, but you had to access her bank account. And it's like, oh, is this you? Yes, it's me. It's like, she can't fucking do that. It's either leading to a big downfall or Debbie to regain, like, consciousness again and come back when they're all settled. It's all, ain't this cute? How about all the fucking money that's gone? You know, how about my wedding ring that you took off my cold finger? You know, like, it's just really odd.
Yeah, I don't have much to say on this. I kind of want to move on because I'm like, I can't really beat a dead horse when she's halfway dead and not fully dead. Sorry, Debbie. Love you. XXX.
It's just the wonder of if it'll be set up for nothing or it'll be conveniently forgotten about.
I could imagine how I can imagine it is Debbie dies because I don't like. For me, the reality is Debbie dies. You're just, again, you're doing the Sucky and Eve method where you're like, prolong it. But, sorry, it's been 6, prolong it. Sorry, it's been 12, prolong it. Sorry, it's been 50, prolong it. But sorry, it's been 2 years, prolong it. Alright, fine. And it's stuck in purgatory forever.
Yes.
Like, but hopefully I see her dying. hopefully I see her dying.
She's fucking brown bread.
But I don't mean that rudely. I just mean I hope like the storyline is she dies and then they can't pay for the funeral because Reese bucked up all the money.
Yeah.
Also, shouldn't Sonia get some inheritance from Dot?
Well, she did get some inheritance, but a lot of the inheritance went on paying the inheritance tax. So basically she got the house and a bit of money, but a lot of the money that was from the house is now gone.
Yeah.
I assume most of it's in like the. I don't remember what Dr. Leg's really fancy estate in Ireland was, but yeah.
Wait, he has an estate in Ireland.
Well, Dr. Leg did, and he gave that all to Dot.
Oh.
When he died. So, yeah. But there we are. What do you think about the Reese stuff, viewers? Do you think? Because basically, at this point, I can now understand why people are kind of a bit creeped out by Reese, because he's not just an awkward guy. He's now doing some kind of malicious shit. And it's a bit strange. I don't know how to think about it. But there we are. Let's move on to the next topic. That being Theo causes chaos. Right, these scenes this week were absolutely buckled me. Because it came out of nowhere, honestly. Like, we're just having a scene in the cafe and fucking Billy's just going by. Oh, the friend request is Stacy. Whoa, oh, whoa! As he'd gotten a friend request from Theo posing as Stacy and just immediately sent all the fucking lewds all the way into Billy's phone. And then you just have Martin and Stacy. You have Martin and Billy's like, well, I mean, I always knew she held a candle for me, but you know, it's just it's so
you know,
good.
Do you know what I would have done? Would have accepted their friend request. I would have had a quick, tuggy wuggy, and then I would have went, cheers for the nudes, thank you, see ya, fuck you, bye. do the Jim Cornette, see you, fuck you, bye.
Yeah, and Martin,
but I'd keep them.
Hey, they're not your nudes to keep. You little,
once a raspberry, always a raspberry.
Your little D. I don't even know what that means. Your little DJ.
I don't know either.
But yeah, obviously Stacy arrives. She comes in. She freaks out like, "What the fuck? That wasn't from me." Stacy later gets a friend request from Bradley, and it's like, "Oh my god, this has gone too far, lads."
I'm imagining,
and what he's actually doing is Theo is going to everybody on the square. Hi, I'm Stacy. Hey, Bernie, you're fat. You fucking suck. I hate everything you do. Well, no, it's the way that everybody reacts. They're suddenly like, Stacy, I didn't know you thought about me like this. Fuck you, Bernie, you shithead. You should fuck off. And it's like, just Theo just sending the most, like, BM shit he possibly can. Just from Bradley. Hello, Stacy. I haven't thought about me for a while. It's just a fucking.
I just imagine.
Just fucking with everyone.
I'm just imagining fucking. He's doing the Christian Cage where he's just sat in a press conference. He's like, "So how's your boyfriend, Stacey? How's your dead boyfriend? How's everyone's dead boyfriends doing? Dead relatives doing? Oh, like I know we're supposed to hate it, but this would never happen in real. Like the chances this would happen in real.
It would happen.
No. The sending the lewds message posing as someone would happen in real life, but the possibility of the ending happening in real life, where you start picturing them all across the square, would not happen.
Let's hold off on that for a slight instance.
Right? If you get a friend request from Stacey, wouldn't you just be like,
yeah, you just go, I'm already friends with Stacey. What if was there a new one?
Exactly. But could you imagine he spelled it wrong and instead of Stacey put a K, like Stacey, like he just awkwardly spelled it wrong.
Stacey.
He's supposed to spell Stacey, but he spells Sandra, and he's like,
hello, I'm Sandra. Hello.
Who's Sandra? Oh, Stacey. Stacey, I didn't know you were dyslexic. Yeah, you know.
But yeah, and this all kicks off as Martin chases Theo around the square and causes issues. He's banged the like, come on, Theo, you little fucking shitter. I'll fucking have you. You know, ogre mode. And then Theo,
speaking of ogres.
Theo fucking comes out from the flat and goes, I'm going to call the police. Leave me alone. This is harassment.
Can I just say, you were speaking of ogres. Did you know that Shrek Swamp you can rent it?
Yes.
Yeah,
they're gonna make a fucking fortune, mate.
I bet you they're gonna sell sell it once it's done renting, or like you can stay in it.
Nah, too much money to fucking.
You could sell it
to give up.
No, because it's only for 3 days, I believe.
Yeah, but mate, they're
They're
gonna
not making
fucking
it.
charge an arm and a leg to
No, they're
stay
not.
there.
It's going to be $0.
What?
Yeah, it's going to be free, I believe.
Wank. I'm not saying charge a bit more, you fucking losers. People pay shit tons for that.
Like I'd love to live in it, but the problem is you're in the middle of fuck all of
I don't want
nowhere.
to. I don't want to live in Shrek Swamp. I enjoyed Shrek. It's a decent set of movies. Like, don't want to live in his fucking house. What am I gonna? I'm gonna fart and I'm gonna feel embarrassed. I'm just gonna hear some laughter down the corridor, like, ha ha. You think that's a fucking fart? Fucking absolutely ripping ass. I'm gonna get taunted by the ghost of Shrek. All right, I can't have that on my conscience. I'll stub my toe, be like, donkey, and then fucking go, so, who? Me? No. Fuck's sake, why you done this? I'm just gonna get haunted by Shrek characters. Gonna put on a G-string and Pinocchio's gonna be like, that's mine! Snatch it off me. Not really my size, honestly.
But I think it's great marketing. I want more people to do marketing like that.
Yes.
Like people, like even if they don't charge anything, people will pay a shit ton for you to go out there. I know it's in the middle of fuck all of nowhere, but like I know it's not Shrek's real swamp because it's an animated film. But could you imagine
Just that clarification, mate. I wasn't sure for a second.
Well, could you imagine like just going to where Shrek Swamp is quote unquote located?
Yes.
And then just staying there. It would be some crack, but it would also be the start of a horror film, in my opinion.
Yeah, it would be quite fun. I just go around there with like a pitchfork, just creeping around in the shadows. You just hear some whispers at night. What are you doing in my swamp? And just like, what the fuck? Where's that coming from?
Yeah, wear a Shrek mask.
Donkey. It's just fucking absolutely ripping them all out.
Oh, yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. The other thing I wanted to...
Oh, girl power. It's fucking... that'd be fucking people so much. It'd be great fun.
So the other thing I wanted to bring up, and I obviously brought it up with you before, was like the fucking... for people who don't know, William Ellis did a brilliant story. Basically, he got on an airplane, and a lot of people went, "You're a nonce."
Obviously, this was when everybody thought he was going to groom Lily and not stalk Stacy.
And I'm like, Jesus, guys, jeez. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. Could you imagine though, like Shrek, like again, just about Shrek's mom, I fucking like get a bag of weed, like, and get stoned out there. You have great crack.
Oh,
do a bit of LSD, and you fucking start seeing all the characters. Lord Farquaad coming in, like,
mate, I'd host a rave there. It'd be absolutely ludicrous.
That is a real thing. The Shrek rave is a real thing.
Exactly, just like the crab rave. Never be tainted. But yeah,
where are you going this weekend? Going out to Shrek and stoned?
Yeah. I unfortunately don't have a final joke. I used all my Shrek material. Saving that for the podcast, obviously, and writing in the spare time.
Well, I just seen it yesterday, and I was like, "Fuck me, that is the amount of effort that's going into that." Jesus, I'd go up there. I'd personally love to go up to Shrek's house. Imagine recording the podcast in his swamp. Hey guys, we're in Shrek's swamp.
Hello, Shrek here. Haha, just kidding. It's me, Shrek.
Someone has to redo the fucking the All-Star meme where he bust open the door.
Oh, but that door's getting cleaned up.
DreamWorks. I
£300. Fuck. I spent $3,000 on this trip down here. But yeah, let's not spend too long talking about Shrek's fucking humble abode. There was enough material there to be funny. So essentially, Jack and Stacy try to figure out, right, we can't get him caught by the police. We can't get him, like, fired from his job. But we can.
All right, Shrek.
Sorry, yeah, excuse me. But we can get the parents annoyed about it. So she calls a big, like, they say they're going to try get parent power. You know.
Sounds
Not
the
unlike
gayest
puppy power.
superpower.
Guys, we're going to get parent power. Hey, the parents are strong motherfuckers. You ever seen any of them kids scrape their knee? They're fucking there, like, with a plaster in about 2 seconds. You know, like F1 where they have, like, the pit crew where they're all, like, getting the wheels, like, changed. That's a parent with a plaster, like...
Yeah, unless you're my mom and then it's, get the fuck off, there's nothing wrong with you. Well, scrape my knee, fuck off, you'll be fine.
Stacey calls for a group meeting at the community centre, and everybody goes there and essentially goes, look, any messages you receive from me, they're from a stalker. I've been dealing with this for a little bit now. It's been ruining my life. But just remember that he is teaching all of your kids. So, do you want a stalker teaching your kids? And just genuinely names him. For a bit, I didn't think she was actually going to name Theo Hawthorne, but, you know, in the end she did. And then shortly after, Theo shows up in I don't know what the fuck he was wearing, but it was something dodgy. And he shows up and says, you shouldn't have done that. And as Stacey's feeling confident after having a conversation with Jean, oh, you should run for Prime Minister. You're very convincing up there. Yeah, it's all good. It's all happy. Fucking Theo, as Piggy put it, with his best grey hoodie on. Nothing hidden whatsoever. It's like, oh, hey guys, I have my hood on. Yeah, you guys can't see me. Yeah, I'm hidden. No CCTV's gonna get me, motherfuckers.
Yeah, can't see me.
You could never tell who it is.
No.
I'll just put on a fake voice. I'm Keanu. Fucking hell, Keanu, where you hiding under there? As fucking Theo has pasted a bunch of pictures of Stacey's lewds that she sent to Billy all over the fucking square.
No, it gets better. I don't know if you looked at the posters, but it's a picture of Stacey in her
baps.
Yeah, she's in her bikini, like she's in her lingerie. Lingerie, and she has her, her boobies are out, obviously blurred because it's pre-watershed, and it just says Stacey's baps, and I'm, yeah, get in, you're a stalker, and I love you, get in, he can't do anything wrong, he scored a goal, but he's a murderer, he scored a goal.
But yeah, just as we thought the tale of Theo Hawthorne was over, probably not. Honestly, it seems like it's going to come to a head in the next couple of weeks.
They're going to court next week anyways.
Are they really?
Or this week. Yeah, this week, when this comes out on Sunday, they're going to court this week. So from Monday.
I would have expected they would have done it around mid-October time, because that's when Emmerdale's big stunt week is. That's when Coronation Street's big explosive week is. Soaps like to ramp up at these times and then fizzle out. But yeah, the war has just begun. It is very close to being over, though. Let's be honest.
Obviously, sorry to spoil this, but just quickly do the spoiler voice.
Spoiler.
Yeah, so skip 5 or 6 minutes ahead. Basically, he goes to court. What?
Minutes.
Basically, he goes. He basically goes to court. His lawyer defends him. He is literally he's a really good lawyer. And basically, Stacey has heard enough, because basically Theo, from what I've read, goes, yeah, she had an abusive boyfriend. Her other boyfriend fell off a roof. She slept with that boyfriend's father. He just lists off all the crimes Stacey did. And basically, Stacey's heard enough and she stands up for herself. So, yes. Yeah, I just wanted to bring that up.
But I would imagine that Theo gets away with it and but at least Stacey's done enough that he's going to be gone.
But he's probably sticking around for another few weeks.
Yeah, that's why I said I'd imagine it will come to a head in mid-October time.
But if I could do anything, I would have him go to jail, and then in about 5 or 6 years bring him back and be like, I've changed.
You don't. I mean, I say I like the idea of someone being rehabilitated. Not Theo, though. Theo's not very sympathetic.
Oh no, but I'd love to see it. I would love to see him worm his way back into the square, maybe hooking up with Stacey and then realizing he hasn't changed.
That'd be interesting. But
Just
yeah,
want to see him hook up with Stacey.
I
That's all.
don't. I'd rather not. I'd rather not a stalker get their own way. Personally, it's just on a moral basis. You know.
But he's not a real stalker. He's only the kayfabe sense.
Yeah, it's your hill, mate. I'm not dying on it. But yeah, there we are. That's all the Theo stuff. It's ramped up a bit more. Should be coming to a head fairly soon. People in interviews are kind of saying, like, yeah, it seems like it's nearly done now. Definitely not a candidate for Villain of the Year, though. That's absolute fucking cheeks.
I know you're going to go, that's an abuse on a child. Unless he somehow grabs the baby and punts it through a window, like all he's done is leak Stacey's nudes. I know that's bad, but what's worse?
He has terrorized Stacey for a while, but...
Yeah, but what would be worse? Ravi calling you the F slur and then punch you in the face because you're gay, or Theo leaking your nudes?
Exactly.
What would be worse?
Mate, people will start paying for the secret cam. Nobody knew she was on there. Oh, fucking hell, Stacey. Hell of a baps on them.
But do you know what I was like? Do you know, like when you have a son and he goes to a football match and you're the proud dad, like you want him to score a goal, then he scores a goal, you're, yeah, son, go on, son. I was literally standing up clapping Theo, like, yeah, he did it, he did it.
Sometimes we sympathise with villains and we want them to do better than the actual heroes in the story, but speaking of the heroes and villains, unless you have anything you desperately need to say about the Theo stuff, we can move on now.
Yeah, we can move on.
All good. Suki learns Nugget is safe as Ravi is on the warpath. So Nugget last week disappeared.
That's true. Congratulations. You are a YouTube detective.
Exactly. That's a 10-minute video right there. Nugget is missing. Where is he gone? We don't know.
You have to do like the AI voices. You have to go, Nugget has disappeared.
Yeah, I just have to say it in a slightly eerie voice.
Yeah, with creepy music behind you.
Has disappeared. What is he going to do? That's just so awkward. That's
I just do it like this. Nugget has disappeared. What will he get up to? Find out more on chatterbait.com.
Oh. But yeah, essentially the Panasars are all out of whack as obviously we'll talk about it a bit later, but there's a failed business deal with the Beals, and with Nugget going missing, he's a bit everybody's on a knife's edge. He doesn't contact anyone except for Suki though, who does keep quiet after some advice from Denise. Then yes.
Early theory, he's with his mother.
Yes, of course, he's definitely with his mother. Like he's safe. For sure.
I love how I just put my hand up like a student.
Yeah,
Teacher,
I was like, oh Jesus.
I need to use the loo.
Yeah, he's definitely with his mum. Let's be honest. Early theory, but sorry.
Turns out he's with Theo Hawthorne. He's just with Theo, like, oh Jesus, them ludes are great, Theo. Yeah. Definitely would smash. We got 15.
You know, and obviously, yes, Denise and Suki are conspiring against Ravi, obviously knowing that he killed Ranveer, and it's still, that relationship's a bit done in. Ravi's on the warpath, though, shouting at everyone and raging at all people possible. A big confrontation happens in the park where Denzel stands up and goes, "Oi, you fucker." Well, in EastEnders terms. He ran away because of you. It's your fault. It's not my fault. It's your fucking fault. Fuck right off. And he's standing up for him. I wouldn't stand up to Ravi. I'd be fucking pissing my pants.
Well, there's a difference. If you're a minor, you can stand up to him. Because what's he going to do? Oh, shit, I just hit a minor. Oh, no.
I mean, it's Ravi. I don't hold anything against him.
It's like it. It's like, again, just to give a Family Guy reference for anyone when Family Guy was good, it's like when Chris gets bullied by a child and then Peter Griffin goes to the house and the child starts going, "You're fat. You're a big fat phony. You're a fat nobody." And boom. It's just starts beating the fuck out of the child.
Yeah, sound.
I'm just imagining Ravi doing that, just starts kneeing the child like, fuck you.
But yeah, it's a big. Well, so one thing they had to do, because Ravi's an absolute shagger. Obviously, when he got all his fucking pockets out, because he's desperate, like, oh, you want money? You want money? Buy some trainers. She like trainers. Get some trainers. Like, fucking drops his phone on the floor, drops his water. Casual Johnny just slips on out, of course, because he is a shagger. And
Was there an actual Johnny that slipped out?
Yeah, it was Johnny there, just casually. And obviously, Suki sees us go on like pathetic. And you know, he's like, if he goes missing, this is on you. And then fucking Suki's like, hey, take it from me. Having a child be taken away from you is the worst possible pain. So I might be feeling bad now, but you'll have the fucking, like, the forever pain of losing a child. And it's like, whoa, we heating up, baby. It's only September, though. Might want to calm down, lads. There's still 3 months left. Like, he has a big cry, though. He has a big angry cry in the park. And the day after, he rages at Denise, where she reminds him that Nugget ran away because Ravi killed Ranveer. Like, it's your fucking fault he's gone.
Yeah, and to dogpile on this, he ran away because you packed him in his blue suitcase. He had a lovely suitcase.
Exactly.
You stole it.
Exactly. But, you know, Ravi keeps her on her toes as he tells her, if you tell anyone about me, I will burn and destroy everything and everyone around you. That is a cheeky point in the Ravi dies at Christmas column. Right there. Cheat, you know, just one more tally in that column, because that's a line and a half. I think he also says, like, till my dying breath or something. There was a lot of, like, you know, bloody talking Walford will see that and go, whoa, we got a connection here, boys. Ravi in the pub rages at Yolande, Patrick and Billy, but Nish keeps him in line. And Denise and Suki meanwhile talk, as Nish kind of goes, look, regretting things and wishing you could do better is fine, but it makes you weak. And we aren't weak. This is how we survive. It's time for him to become stronger than ever, and that's how men like this survive. He advises Ravi to not push his family away. And the rest of the week is just them looking for Nugget on a fairly united front. As Nish is like, you need to take him, you need to look at him like your own. But there we are, that's all the Ravi stuff. Do you have any big old thoughts?
Oh, sorry, I was just looking, someone posted, the Daily Star just posted, Chris Crenshaw says that exclusive former stars are coming back to EastEnders. And I was like, oh, did they announce it? No. So there was a very clickbaity, thing. But when I read it, it said Lauren Branning and Fatboy. And I just went, wait, Fatboy's returning? Oh, they meant it past tense.
Yeah, they did return.
But yeah, my thoughts on Ravi is he deserves it.
He really does.
Like that I would have loved to have that blue suitcase, but you ruined it. He ran away because of that blue suitcase. How could you?
It would have been really not like I look forward to just seeing Ravi like have all the fucking pain of just everything, because he's been a massive bellend the whole year. So fuck him, absolute loser. Although Nugget is just with his mum, so ultimately it'll be fine. All will be fine.
That's why, if I can speculate, that's why I think his mom and his daughter's return or debut, I guess debut would be the better term.
Yeah,
is basically just going to be a short stint. They're not going to be there for forever.
No, I think they're in it for the long haul.
Oh, do you? Right.
I think this is how they give Ravi a point to be in the show for beyond Christmas. Because I feel like this family, it'll be slightly toxic at the start, but this will be Ravi's like, I'm trying to be a new man. You know, I'm trying to go clean. I'm trying to be the dad I never was to Nugget, you know. I think it'll be like the redemption. And then maybe eventually him and Suki will reunite when he realizes how fucking bad Nish is. That's how I'd do it personally. That's what I believe is going to happen. But there we are. That's the Nugget is disappearing. And now we're on to the final one, the juiciest part of the week. That being Cindy shows her true colours. Now, what the fuck does that mean?
your roses in bloom.
The rose is
night
dead.
Blue
Baby.
on the grave. Baby.
But yeah,
More again, I feel the stranger effect.
Yeah. There we are. So I've nailed that bit. But yeah, this week continues with Ian and Suki trying to get the Panasar money. They arrange a
Ian
lovely...
Suki?
I did write Ian and Suki. Ian and Cindy try get that Suki money. Get that milk money. They arrange a taste test where Cindy manipulates Vinny into helping her. Mostly because, mate, Scrappy Doo needs to pipe the fuck down. As he's having a little fight with Bobby Beale. You don't fight with Bobby. That's like fighting a paper bag because you can't get your lunch out. So it's done nothing wrong. It's just there. Just fucking, you don't go, fucking bag, piece of shit. What's that bag done to you? And then Peter gets involved and he's just like, I shagged your mum. And he's like, yeah, you did. I shagged her real good. Cheers, Peter. It's a fucking yeah.
Your man's bun that tastes like cinnamon buns.
Like, honestly, he's such a little bitch. It's fantastic. What was you going to do when my dad finds out about this? And then Peter was scared. Honestly. And, oh, God, I'll get into the one-liner a bit later because it absolutely was wild, but fucking hell. Essentially, they're setting up their pie and mash shop. I think the working title is Beale's Eels?
Jelly.
Beale's...
Was it Beale's Jelly?
I don't know, something like that.
And just want to mention that Ian does not like the Walk Brigade.
Yeah, Ian's not really one for the old politics here.
Oh, I loved Ian in this scene because I'm just going to mention basically. So the Panasars arrive, Finny, Nish, and Chucky, and basically, Ian's like, yeah, I meant pie. I made probably
very
a shepherd's
nice
pie,
mince pie,
mince pie,
fresh,
and then Nish goes, is there any vegetarian options? And then Ian's like, I don't believe in that walk business. And then he goes, wait, are you vegetarian? And obviously Nish is playing him. He's like, yeah, you're all vegetarian. Yeah. Is it because of religious beliefs? And I'm like, oh, Ian. I'm gonna charge my phone. Give me a second.
But yes, Boz over in the pub as they're ready to sign the contract, but Ravi storms on in like, fucking Nugget's gone. And they're like, you want to sign the contract? Yeah, sign the contract. Oh, Nugget's gone, but it'll be fine. Sign this fucking contract, home slice. Because the whole time, like, essentially, isn't there a dumb, funny story where Kanye went to fucking, Kanye went to, I think it was Mark Zuckerberg or someone. Alright, I'm telling a story about, I'm essentially saying them trying to get the fucking deal over the line with Nish and Suki in the pub. It's like the time Kanye went to like Mark Zuckerberg or something and went, I've got a business deal, and just wrote synergy on it. And that was the whole fucking proposal. This was everything like, oh yeah, Nugget's gone missing. He'll come back. You want to sign this fucking contract, motherfucker? You want to sign it? We need your signature for the contract. You just don't get it at all.
It's basically like when you tell your mom you have some sad news. She's like, do you want cake? No, mom, I have some sad news. Do you want cake? I have some sad news. But do you really want cake? Man,
I'm trying to fucking tell you this here.
My boyfriend's dead. Yeah, but won't you have some cake? Your boyfriend would have some cake. Yeah, he eats my cake, all right. Now he's dead.
But then, obviously, the contract negotiations, they simmer out as they need to find a new investor. Initially, it's Phil.
Can I just say, could you imagine the contract, right? So Nish just ups the contract. It's just 2 words. Fuck you, and then a giant penis drawn on it. That's the entire contract. Just a big cock and balls. Oh, balls to drag me down. You find me hanging around Chinatown.
Sexy town.
Oh, it's sexy town. What don't it's a Chinatown.
Yeah, it was, Cindy goes to Phil without Ian's knowledge. Ian bursts in at the last second. They go, "What? You want money, but you don't have any. I ain't in the business of second chances. You're asking me for cash. Fuck off." And then the final investor is an unsuspecting George Knight. As Anna tells Cindy that he's just sealed the deal on selling the pub in Marbella. And then Ian essentially riles Cindy up like, "That's your money. You started this. That's your fucking money."
It's not.
Yeah, well, that's not what fucking Ian said.
Yeah, but it's not. It's Rose Knight's money. She was Rose Knight. That was not her legal name. It's not Cindy Beale's money.
We're fucking building to this, Piggy. You see the final episode? Because I fucking did.
I know, but I'm just saying.
It's a slow build.
No.
We can't just give all the information now.
I'm not giving all the information. I'm
spoiling Thursday's episode.
I'm not spoiling Thursday's episode. I'm just giving my thoughts on it. And the fact is, that's not your legal name. Unless you somehow went to the government and changed their legal name, like John Hennigan, Ultimate Warrior, changed his name to Warrior for some fucking reason. Like, that's not your money. Unless legally you've changed their name by law. But anyways, I digress. I'm wrong.
Well, you're not wrong. It's just you very much agree in the same vein of George Knight. So, just playing the numbers game. There's 5 of them and only 2 of them. Come on. Essentially, Cindy was making progress with Gina as she's comforting her over her ex. Obviously, there's a video on the channel which will be about who is Gina's ex. Hey, plugs.
I love butt plugs.
But this caused a big commotion. George fights against Anna's plea, but believes that Cindy's true colours have come out, and George decides to keep his enemies close. Sexy. George goes over to the Beales and they agree to a dinner to have a serious conversation about how much he's owed and whether she actually has a stake at all, and they all agree to try, except for Gina, of course. I love Cindy at this dinner because essentially all she does is just yeah, me and George used to fuck. We used to fuck hard. We used to fuck real hard, motherfucker. You're too old to experience that, but George absolutely tore me a fucking new one. We shagged. And it's like, just stop it. Just fucking calm down. Every instance she had. Yeah, me and George absolutely fucking ruined each other.
Like, let's be honest. You can have passionate sex with George Knight. He must be like smooth chocolate. Like, he must taste delicious. Like, I would love to have passionate sex with George Knight. Even the guy who plays George Knight would love to. But you're telling me you'd have passionate sex with Adam Woodyack and Ian Beale? No fucking way.
Ian's not a pumper, is he?
Ian is literally doing this. Oh, don't.
He starts listing off recipes to try and keep himself from finishing too quickly.
Exactly.
Peppers. Garlic.
Onions.
Cumin. Just fucking... Fuck's sake.
Then he sits at the edge of the bed and he's like, I wish Lou Beale was still here. You fucking ruined it.
But yeah, it's so funny because they're all posturing, and Lane's like, "Oh, you're not fucking dead yet." A fucking aggressive laugh. And Cindy just going, "Man, I know, George's always very handsy in the kitchen. Yeah, I know. I've been there. It's all over me 3 times. 5 minutes.
That cucumber came in handy, I'll tell you that.
But it's so good. And it carries on. Cindy is believing, she's smelling her own farts and going, yeah, because she's like, I'm playing them at my own game, I'm fucking winning. And then outside they share a tender scene. The hands are held and Cindy says, no man's ever loved me as hard as you did, George. I'm like, fucking hell. Whoa. Ian's had a heart attack. It's not his problem. And they decide to go halves on the bar when it's sold. Done. But when, like, George is, like, leaving them outside the Vic, George is smiling. He feels like he's won. And it's like, all right, what's the fucking deal then? But Cindy makes an excuse to go back to the Vic, which Ian notices it was an excuse. And she plays right into his hand. She gets absolutely suckered in by the sex of George Knight. And George goes in for a kiss, and Cindy's like, come here. And George is like, ha ha, got you, bitch. Fucking suck on this. Humiliation, that's what this is. Fucking suck on this. You've been trying to play me all evening. You've been lying to yourself. You think you're over me. You're fucking not. Oh, it's gold. Absolute gold. Just, gotcha, bitch. Get the fuck off me. Gina sees them kiss, which isn't ideal. But, oh, man. What a scene. What a setup to that moment. Fucking hell.
Like, I love George Knight, but again, if I had to choose between lovely, chocolatey smooth George Knight or white vanilla chocolate Ian Beale, you know what I'm choosing.
Probably not the way I describe the people in this scenario, personally.
Yeah, but I love chocolate, so I don't see race, I see chocolate.
Probably wouldn't do that even then, but your words aren't mine, so...
People can cancel me, it'll be fine. I've been cancelled before. Yeah.
It's just so good. Just...
Like
George. Yeah, it's all good, Come here. Eat it, fucker.
Like George Knight is a pussy patrol man. He knows how to play that like a guitar.
He's playing the game.
Ian, on the other hand, where's the clitoris? I don't know where it is.
Mate, George Knight plays Got Your Nose. They think he's still got it 3 years later. They don't sneeze anymore. They just go, Well, I would sneeze, but George Knight's got my nose. Yeah, it's just... I don't know. He's such a smooth man.
You're going to... I just want to give him a Marcus Corvon's theme. You're liquid smooth. Watch me move with Gucci shoes. I need to edit that.
2 people getting that.
Yeah, you, me, no one else.
I barely get that, even me. But you know, all the fallout happens as Gina sees this. And yeah, George goes, "You're lying to yourself. You know you still love me." Says Cindy's true colours have been shown. And then the day later, they all posture and argue around the bar as Gina goes, "Look, you're all fakers. They fucking kissed yesterday." And obviously Ian's like, "What? You done that?" Don't know why he's kid Keanu. But, you know, just like, what? And then George obviously trying to explain away to Elaine, like, I was trying to test it. I was going to say Sydney. I was trying to test fuck's sake. I was going to test Cindy. There we are. But I just wanted to humiliate her. And it was worth it, but it wasn't worth upsetting you and the kids. I'm sorry. And then Ian's like, "Get out. Here's your suitcase. Get the fuck out." And she lies again. She has a lie. She's played her trap card. It's called having a fucking lie. And she goes, "I just wanted to get the money. It's all about the money. I didn't even go in for the kiss. It was all George. It was all George." Ah.
Again, I hope this comes out that Cindy is just playing Ian. She's not a true Beale. She does not love Ian.
I think she does want to love Ian, but
I wouldn't.
You just can't compare to George.
Yeah, George is a fucking machine.
Ian is the safe option, right?
Like, if I could choose between George and Ian, I'm going with George.
But I do think there's a genuine thing there from what she does say. Like, you know, you helped build me back up again. That goes a long way. right? People there through the hard times. It goes a long way. I do think she genuinely wants to love Ian, but she does love George still.
Yeah, but the problem is, I know Ian helped her through the hard times, but George gave her hard times, if you know what I mean.
No one's gave her hard times as hard as George.
George fucking picked her up and fucking pumped and dumped.
But yeah, it's just kind of funny how Cindy is just straight lying to herself the whole time. Like, it was George. He wanted me. Which he does. He fucking does. He wants Cindy as much as Cindy wants George. But George is a bit smarter about it than Cindy is. And then the day later in the Vic's like, oh, we're celebrating, are we? Champagne on the house. And they go, well, bloody hell, just check the fucking record. Cindy wasn't a part of the fucking thing. That was actually Rose. It's all Rose. You don't fucking have any claim to this. The money's not yours. Fuck right off.
See, he understands.
Exactly. The paradox. The Rose Knight paradox, as they call it in the biz.
One question. Do you know like how when a person changes their name trans, or if you're John Helmwig, you just change it for the fun of it because no one else can steal the warrior name. If you're the warrior, do you know, how can I put it? Do you know like, did Cindy officially change her name, or was she just...
Cindy did not officially change her name, no.
Yes. So her signature is invalid. It's literally like the contract she gave Nish. It's invalid because you can't. Like, what are you going to do? Oh, I was Rose Knight. Yeah, prove it. Where's your fucking document? Where's your birth certificate? Where's your photo ID? Like, how are you going to prove you're Rose Knight? What, are you going to show up there and be like, I'm Rose Knight? I can bloody show up there with a wig and tuck my penis in and go, I'm Rose Knight.
Probably go for a I think she could probably go, say, obviously she was in witness protection, so she couldn't really go for it. But ultimately, yeah. Absolutely fantastic scenes. Cindy thinks she's winning, but George Knight is on a fucking fishing line, like, come here, bitch. Like, leading her to a fucking steep drop of, fuck you, you're in denial, have a snog, but also get your fucking shit out my face. Gold. Because Cindy isn't squeaky clean.
Oh, did you hear that? Do you know when Cindy and Ian were talking at the start of Thursday's episode?
Yeah.
Did you hear the song playing in the background?
No.
So when Cindy and Ian are talking, all you hear in the background is, you are gold! Always believe
Spandau ballet.
I'm just imagining Cindy breaking out the dance like, yeah, I am gold. Always believe in my soul. Gold.
Fucking mate, the music choices in these episodes were wild. Some point we had fucking Insomnia playing the I can't get no sleep. I
mean for the Cranberries to play.
Fuck. When Zach and Whitney were talking about fucking adoption, there was never fall in love with someone, never fall in love with someone, never fall in love with someone, fall in love with, you know. I was like, fucking hell, the Square's got some tunes going.
Is Walford, so in universe, does Walford have their own radio station?
Yeah, probably.
Oh man. Oh, I want to phone in and be like, can I request a song?
Walford. No, I don't know. But yeah, essentially the war lines have been crossed between the Knights and the Beals. They will not be working together. And, spoiler, there's been some pictures. Obviously now it's about 9 weeks ahead. They are filming the Christmas stuff now. And there's been a lovely little shop that's called like Beals Eels or some shit. I don't know. There, Joey. He's chilling. So, you know, they do get their pie and mash shop. Not sure how just yet, but will be interesting to see how it happens. Maybe it's some insurance money from the cafe fire that I'm still 100% guaranteeing is a this is a theory, it's not a spoiler. Rocky's setting that shit on fire for insurance. 100% lock it in. He's been gambling. He's been gambling a bit more. I'm getting the vibe. I'm getting the vibe. It's Rocky, fire.
Is that your final answer, Jeff? Is that your final answer?
That's Rocky. Not phoning friends. Don't have no friends, me. But yeah, I'm calling it Rocky starts that fucking fire. He's gambling. He's losing all his money. He's trying to make it up to Kathy. He's setting that shit on fire for insurance.
Now, I know you're going to say it's an old song, but it has been... Someone has redid the song. The song that has to be playing while the cafe's burning down is followed by We Didn't Start the Fire. Just
no.
We didn't start the fire.
No.
Just that.
Not the Fall Out Boy version.
Well, you can't play the original version, I don't know.
Why the fuck not?
People might go, that's too old of a song.
Nah, it's timeless. Well, it's not timeless. It's a very dated song if you think about it, but not the fucking Fall Out Boy version.
Can you imagine, Joe, just Billy Joel's song playing? We didn't start. Oh, I'm burning. We didn't start the fire. I'm on fucking fire.
We didn't start the fire.
I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Ah, ah, ah.
I mean, you could also just play Fire by Kasabian and the Take Me Into the Light.
No, you can. I know what song to play. Oh, I fell into a burning ring of fire, and the flames went high. And the flame went higher. It burns, burns. The ring of fire.
What's our favourite Michael Jackson song?
You're Not Alone.
You are
not alone. Help, I'm burning.
I'm here with you.
I'm on fire. Help.
Hold you in your
It burns. It burns. It burns. Burns.
Also, you alternatively just play Earth song. Just banger.
Could you imagine though, just burning, and all you hear in the background is just MJ's song. You are not alone.
Beat it.
Like, the whole crowd, like they're in the fire, but the whole crowd is just doing the wave, like yeah, we're dying, but who cares?
And then someone's just too into the music. Wow, Michael, you're on fire. Michael's just an extra. Just like, yeah, I know, I'm nailing these notes. No, Michael, you're on fire, dude. Fucking. Starts ham boning that. All right, that's enough nonsense from us. Let's go into the final section of the podcast. That being the final thoughts and the awards. Final thoughts, Piggy, please.
My final thought is that it's been a good week. I can't believe they're filming Christmas. I'd assume they'll film the Christmas episode in November, I'd assume. Because you don't want to film that now, because it possibly will get leaked.
Yes.
I'd say film it around Christmas time. I understand you're putting a lot on people, but if you film it 2 weeks before Christmas, then...
Well, it's just not let it get out. You know, if you're filming it in the Vic, nobody's going to fucking see anything. So, you know.
Someone could walk on set.
But yeah, final thoughts. Carry on.
Yeah, but again, it was a good week. It was a good week of EastEnders again. Loved Cindy trying to smarm her way in. But I do agree that I understand she can go her road, but legally she does not own the pub. Her signature is about invalid as a trans person's dead name, and they put a signature on it. Like, it's invalid. Like, you've changed her name. Well, she hasn't changed her name, but she's changed her name. So, like, you're about as valid as my fart at 3 a.m. Like, you know, that's not very valid. So yeah,
as valid as you make them, mate. don't let anybody tell you any differently. It was a fantastic week for EastEnders. Fuck me. We slightly changed the way we did it. For the last little while, we've been watching the episodes together, and it's a bit restrictive for little old me who likes to do my own shit and not be like, it's fucking Thursday, it's 11 o'clock, time to watch 2 hours of EastEnders and record like an hour and a half podcast. I'm like, oh god. So for a while I was slightly dreading some of the podcasts because I'm like, we gotta be here for 5 hours now, fuck's sake. But watched it all by myself, had a fucking ball. Fantastic episodes. the moment of George just doing that gotcha bitch. Oh, that's gold. That one's in some highlight moments.
You are gold. Always
Like,
believe in your soul.
the alternative, you can also play the fucking Firestarter by Prodigy. They have Firestarter, Twisted Instigator, and Rocky's like, do.
What's the song by? What's the fucking song that someone played? Like, could you imagine in the fire, fucking all you hear in the background is, "Ladies and gentlemen, get on the dance floor. She's a maniac on the dance floor."
I thought you were just gonna say the fucking cha-cha slide. Left foot, left stomp. Right foot, left stomp. Guys, there's a fire going on.
Get
You're
the fuck
ruining
out,
it, mate. You're ruining it. If you're not joining in, get out. I'm cha-cha and real smooth. Now get out my fucking way. Yeah, no, a great week for EastEnders. Hopefully this way you get to see a bit more enthusiasm from me, a bit more notes to keep it all together, and keeping all the details so it's not just us shit talking for an hour 20. Bit of detail, bit of cool information. But it was a fantastic week. Probably my favourite one in a while. But it was probably just because we didn't have to fucking take about 5 hours to record this one. But yeah, very good, cool moments. A lot of good payoffs. Just all around a lot of decent fun. It was great. I don't really know if I have any other big thought. I thought I had some more interesting thoughts. I just love the George and the Cindy stuff. They have this like really like sexy chemistry going on, where nobody's loved George as hard as Cindy has. The other way around is what I meant. But it's just great stuff. Like all the Knights family stuff, I love it. I know people still complain about Gina being shit, and I really think she's been given a bad rap. Mate, yell at Anna being shit. She doesn't do anything. You complain about her because she's not actually getting time to act. She's just going like, guys, stop fighting, please. That's all she's doing. Like, yell at Anna. She's done it well, but yell at her because Gina's doing a great job. She's troubled. She got abandoned when she was 12. It's a hard life. Alright, everything you thought you knew was wrong. You don't have the one key parent anymore. Now it's a lot harder. Now sometimes you hear your parent crying in the other room and you want to go give them a hug. But ultimately, they don't want you to see them like that. It's hard losing someone at 12. That's me. I did that. It's difficult. It changes your whole life. You feel like you've been abandoned.
The only thing I've lost at 12 was my cat and dog and my granddad, but he deserved to drown. So, do you know what my granddad's last words were, Ash?
Fucking hell.
Granddad, how are you?
Like, there's a reason for a lot of Gina's trauma, and I feel like she just gets a really bad rep. She's the most interesting Night Sister so far, and I'll firmly stand by that.
But my thoughts is, I just want to fucking I just want a scene. Do you know, like how years ago we had Phil and Grant doing dancing to kung fu fighting? I just want a modern version. Oh, everybody was kung fu fighting. Them sticks were fast as lightning.
Yeah.
You know, it was a really, really... fuck, I don't know the words.
It was quite exciting.
It sounded like Prime Minister doing that.
Fast as lightning.
My fellow people, them kicks were fast as lightning. But
Everybody
yeah,
was
I want
kung fu fighting. Come on, banger tune.
That's what our song. That's the song we have to dance to for Christmas. Just whoa. Everybody was kung fu fighting. But I want a modern version of that with George. I want a modern version of that with George doing "You're Not Alone" by Michael Jackson. Like, just you have him looking out the window and he's looking at Cindy and he's just in the room.
I do want them to do "Kiss from a Rose." Be like that episode of Skins where it's suddenly like a serious scene where there's been a breakup and then like the fucking guy's just walking home to the camera, and he's just singing the fucking song, and he's lip syncing, and it's brilliant. Like fucking like looks at the bus driver's like lip sync. And just George like baby, and then you like
the more I get of you.
You do like a fucking pan in shot where you pan across, and it goes to Cindy, who's like baby, and then you got Ian, who's just having a right just poo like baby.
I get a feel the stranger it feels. Ooh. And now that your rose is in bloom, a light hits the gloom on the grey.
But yes,
I want
it was a good week,
and
that's all that's important. Hopefully the next week's good. Hopefully it's been a good podcast. But before we finish up, let's do the awards that we always do. Underrated character, please.
Underrated. I loved Peter. He was like, bro, stand back. Phineas shagged your ma. With a lucky arse. Fucking pumped her. Like, yeah, Peter. You tell him. You tell him how his mother's pussy tastes on your lips. You tell him. Like, I was like, yeah, go on, son. Like, like how I was clapping when Theo like posted Stacey's photos. I love the swear saying Stacey's back.
Underrated is Billy for me. Just his little scenes like, well, I always knew Stacey had a bit of a crush on me, like, but it's just gold. Nailed it. Good old Perry. And Steve Blackman, Wooden McGee.
Oh, that is going to be very tough. I'm going for Cindy.
All right. Why is that?
Because she's about as wooden as a fucking stick. Like she's trying to be sad. Pain. My kids don't love me. I was like, just pretend to be sad. Stop doing the fucking stop doing the pouty face.
I like Cindy personally. I don't think she's particularly wooden.
It was like Sack when it's like Sack be sad. Oh, Peach is dead. Sad. It's Sack. You're supposed to be sad. All right. And Peach is alive.
I can't give it to Keanu again, can I? I gave it to him last
week. You can. This award is not a real award. It's only a.
Yeah, but he didn't even do that much.
I'm
gonna say Tommy's fucking boxing stance, where before Phil was there, mate, he's not winning a fight for shit. Come
on, show us your boxing stance.
I'm a pacifist.
Go on, show us.
No, I don't have a boxing stance.
Mine's
mate, I grew up in the streets.
I think it was that.
What, the fucking spoon to the head? Drop the spoon in the egg and spoon race. Guys, I'm flicking it up to win. Whoopee! Oh, fuck. Run!
I'm doing this now. This is my stance. Just, whoa. Watch out!
Sound. Yep, nailed it, mate. Absolutely perfect. Classically trained. Hey, I won medals for my judo ability, so there's not really a stance in judo. That's more for like throws and shit.
Just do the canty wrestler when like the brothers getting beat down the ring. Just, yeah. How are you, crowd? Just do that. Fucking, that's my stance.
I mean, I did win a medal in judo, which isn't a contact sport, but I did accidentally punch my best mate in the face and his tooth bled. So I did win that fight though. Mate, it's honestly, it's feral. It's absolutely feral. You're like stood there in the ring. Move your fucking feet! Move your fucking feet! Move your fucking feet! I'm like, holy shit!
Ladies and gentlemen, get on the dance floor and move honestly, your feet.
Well, it's because with judo, it's about not getting caught off guard. If someone can grab your feet, they can sweep your legs, and take you over. But yeah, fucking hell.
Would you rather do
did win
judo?
Both the silver and the bronze medal though. Look at me go.
Would you rather do judo or sumo wrestling?
Well, I'd have to fucking beef out a bit to be a sumo. I don't really have a good I don't really have a good balance. And I did judo, so why the fuck would I do sumo? I did judo for a while.
Yeah, but imagine the sumo wrestler, the big fat sumo wrestler, just grabbing you and just going, "Wee!"
I don't want to be thrown around, mate.
Oh, give me a super.
I'm not a child anymore. I've had those times. But there we are. This wooden was my fucking judo fighting stance. That was wooden. And who needs slapping down?
Who needs slapping down old Cindy Beard? She needs slapping down.
Double award winner.
Yeah. Fucking do the Austin just.
I mean, she did get slapped down proper, so she's not getting it this time. It just simply goes to fucking Scrappy Doo. What are you gonna do when my dad finds about this? Just grow up, big man. Just stop being such a little fucking feet licking loser. Sorry, got a bit graphic with the imagery there.
One of your best mates likes feet.
More you know.
So I would calm down on the feet slander.
There we are. That's another edition of Watching Walford, episode 39. For Piggy, there's 13 more weeks of this.
Ooh.
There's fucking hell, man. We're so close. Because obviously, there'll be 52 episodes of Watching Walford 2023, and then we'll be done. The first calendar year of the channel will be done. But we still got a good 3 months till that yet, so there we are. This has been us. Did you like the podcast? Do you like the more laid back, yet slightly more notes format? I'll try to keep it up in future. But in general, it's a very laid back kind of go through the week, as ultimately, you've gone through the week with us. You've gone through the week in general. I don't know who'd actually watch this to just have a recap of what happened, because that's just not a good idea. The amount of shit that we talk about that's not EastEnders on this podcast is unreal. But yeah, I've been Ash from Watching Walford, and I've been joined by Piggy.
Do you want me to do my fucking announcer voice, do you?
No.
Okay. Follow us on Twitter /X for the extreme. Third time I use that joke. Never gets old. Follow us on Instagram. Giant penis. Twitch Watching Walford, and subscribe to us on YouTube. And Ash, sing it with me now. Just remember, you are not alone.
You are not
alone. We're here with you.
Tell us in the comments. Tell us all your thoughts. Ooh. Yes, tell us what you think in the comment section down below. Once again, thank you for being with us on another week in the evolution of Watching Walford. Just hit 200 subscribers. Many thanks to all of you who are recently here. A lot of nice comments telling us, like, your channel's really nice. I've just seen this. Good shit. Thank you. Means a lot. It's very heartwarming. It's very motivating to want to keep doing this sort of stuff. So, yes. Thank you from me. A fuck you from Piggy, because he's a bit of a dick like that.
No, hold on here. Don't slander my character. Oh, you, don't fucking slander my character. How dare you? How dare you?
But yes, make sure to join us in the next edition of Watching Walford. A good question, if anybody's actually gotten to this point now, would you like this to be back on podcast feeds? I could probably set that up if anybody is actually interested, but if not, we'll just keep doing it just like normal. Thank you for watching another edition of Watching Walford. This has been Watching Walford number 39. There are only 13 weeks till the end of the year. I'm gonna sneeze. Fucking hell.
Bless you.
Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.